All right, guys, welcome to episode 29 of Edge of the Empire Shadow of War. I have a quick announcement. If the rest of the crew looks shocked, it's because they didn't think we were going to be able to talk about it this early. However, the funding has come through. Some of you may know about Asagao Academy, which is a visual novel done by a number of YouTubers who wanted to make a dating sim for their audience in order to date their characters. Dave and I have been working closely with the rest of the tabletop gaming community. We will now have our own version of that visual novel going live on Kickstarter at the end of the week. Now, you will be able to date myself, Dave, Tuxerdamus, aka Adam, Virgil. You will not be able to date Wreckage in the initial release. However, he is a stretch goal because he's not a streamer. He's not in the initial release. He is the first stretch goal. Typical GM also going to be on there. Gamer Siren signed on. Swargula.
One of the other stretch goals before Wreckage? No, just a little bit.
No. Wreckage, Graham, and Chip in it are all stretch goals for the first.
And then the
target.
last stretch goal is you can comb my hair.
Stretch goal.
You can play as either a male or female. We'll be fully voice acted. Virgil has agreed to do some of the music and all of the artwork with the help of B. Curvello. So we're looking to raise
just Virgil's mustache.
$5,000 going up on Kickstarter at the end of the week. Make sure to donate heavily and get in on the Hall of Heroes.
You have to donate. You have to date my mustache first before you can even date.
Yeah,
me.
you have to unlock Virgil as a character to date.
You have to first make him jealous by having a really good time with his mustache.
So
I mean, my life's complete now. I don't know what else I need to do with my life.
Let me give you a little bit.
You'll only be able to get it on G2A, by the way. All of our keys will be through G2A.
Yeah, I set up that deal. So here's basically some of the lines you can find from me. Okay. There you go.
Can you give us one of those? I love the Henley Agoo.
That's one of them. The other one
I don't really know why he included that line because the game is in English, but
I'm a weeb motherfucker. So
you guys. I mean,
also,
I guess excited. English.
We can also share that there's going to be two versions of the game: one with nudity, one without nudity.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, the one with nudity we can't release on stream.
Yeah, we can't even talk about it. Actually,
yeah.
Okay.
Banned on Twitch. The other thing that's worth pointing out too is there is an emote mode where we only speak in like Twitch related emotes, and I can confirm on the stream that the hengasm is in there on my part, and it does make up like 60% of the orgasm scenes.
All right, we now need to move on to the yes, this is as the audience has slowly, or in some cases very quickly, come to realize, an immense troll on my part that I'm so glad everyone else on the crew jumped in on. Very nice work, guys. So
the reason it's a joke is because we have to stretch out as much of the time before the actual
yeah, of course.
There's not going to be much of it
happen today, guys.
What you need to realize is that
it's okay. It's okay.
I mean, I literally have a dentist appointment in 30 minutes.
You got to realize is that Gator is in competition with Tyler's character from the first 5 episodes as to which one will live longer. And if we can just get him alive for another 30 minutes, he'll be okay. He will be the winner. So let's go ahead and do some introductions, starting with Wreckage.
Hi, everybody. Dr. Wreckage. Super excited to see this game-changing role. So follow me on Twitter. Next person.
All right.
Yeah. Well, let's jump over to Virgil then.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the excitement of death and anxiety? Then you're in the right place. It's going to be a good show. I'm Virgil, also known as Zircon5 here on the Twitch.
Watch.
Yeah. Observe the tears as Arthur crushes the PCs in his fists of GM fury. It's going to happen. Let's see.
Yeah, Dave. Let's talk about you.
Hey, I am literally having the busiest week of my life. I have a post-it note, literally right here, on my laptop that says Warcraft cosplay brief, Warcraft code creation, top 3 UK cosplay cities, and UK spot approval that I have to do within the next couple of hours after the stream ends. So
Your life is now post-it notes.
yeah. Let's see. What did we do? Yesterday we had the very first episode of Die Party the Neath, which is based on
yeah.
some C RPG game, and Wreckage was kind enough to walk us through character creation. It's going to be a lot of fun. We unveiled the theme music for that. We talked about our characters and stuff. It's going to be a very good episode, very good show. I'm looking forward to it. And Night City will be back next week. Virtual will finally be able to get his virtual knuffers off.
Thank God.
Yeah, and yeah, no, it's coming along. Like Die Party is slowly getting filled up. We're one show away from having a complete series of 4 episodes, 4 shows a week. Good.
Awesome. I'm glad it went well. I'll watch that at some point.
It's only about the
That
character
sounds really
creation
cool.
episode's only about like 2.5 hours, so
Yeah,
it's
cool.
It's a fairly short one. So.
Yeah, just learn about the shit.
Yeah, some of those things are freaking amazing games. So sweet.
Well, speaking of an amazing game, let's talk about Tuxedomus.
Hey there, Arthur. Coming to you live here from the side of the giant roll. Tension is palpable in the air here, and no one has any idea what's going to happen there. So,
because I hear he's the emperor of Star Wars.
So
true.
Midwest right now.
And people are just wondering, what's going to happen. They have no idea. So I'm going to throw it back to you, Arthur.
This is like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where everyone's got like the big roll foam fingers. And, like, the roll is gonna be like 42, and someone's back like 42.
Yeah.
Okay.
My week's basically been getting ready for stuff with your games, so that's about it.
That's pretty
Come
reasonable.
back for Friday and Saturday for more.
Yeah.
Wait, when you say getting ready, do you mean like
New character for Alloy of Law, and then just RP Tavern.
Can we talk about your Alloy of Law character?
That was only like 1,000 lines of chat.
We don't want to reveal anything.
Okay, all right. We won't talk about it. We've already revealed that it's a pewter burning cola, so
most likely
basically
female?
I mean, I'm a sportscaster from Minnesota, Neodova. I don't know if you know. But the Minnesota Wild had another fantastic game.
the fuck is happening? Dave, are you throwing up the dice thing?
No, man.
It's taking
Yeah, the
past
sun
your
is shining
face.
here in this lovely autumn day.
Oh man, okay.
So,
As you know, we're trying
about me?
to kill some time here.
Oh
Dave,
wait,
you got your dice fucking window.
Yeah, you got your dice window there, bro.
Overlay.
It's definitely literally
Oh.
there. Covering half your face.
Emergency overlay. Dave
Oh.
Dave is like the dice roll is the star of the show today.
Yep.
We're gonna just
True.
double broadcast it.
Let's put it on everybody's windows. And then when it's different on everybody's windows, we can be like, what?
I saw someone with a very small die-sized plastic cube that was clear, and it had 3 tiny little dice inside it, so you could just roll 1 die and roll 3d6.
That's pretty cool. I don't know how many times I roll 3d6. I suppose it's for D&D character creation.
Speaking about dying,
Well,
you know, first
my
we have to
name-
roll how many stupid force things we have.
My name is Arthur Perkins. This is my channel. Terrible things happen every single episode. I try to give players things that they like just long enough to take them away and then urinate on them, typical GM style, so that their hopes are forever dashed. Unfortunately, my players seem to be going like very evil lately. I don't know what's happened, but since I've stopped running Pathfinder, all of my games are tending toward the evil spectrum. I don't know if that's because I keep having the same players on,
Yeah,
or whether it's just because Pathfinder grounded us, or what. Like,
I'm thinking it's because you create a zone of antagonism with peeing on our dreams. And the only way we can respond to that zone is by reaching out to our base instincts.
Zone of
yeah.
Antagonism is definitely going to be a new spell in 5e.
Zone of
Custom
Antagonism.
spell, Zone of Antagonism. Yeah.
No, it would have two spells.
Really
The
good
first one would be the trigger zone, and the next is the safety zone.
Yeah, when you're fifth level at upgrades.
All right. Let's hope these faces are in the right place. All
And that's when you
right.
find out that Winter's
We
Edge has
nailed
been
it.
casting that the entire time. What?
So, looks like we're dead even on these
wow.
things. Now, you might have noticed lately we haven't really been rolling obligation. It's stopped
Because
being
it's all been thrown in our face.
yeah,
so.
it stopped being a useful mechanic ever since everyone's like, I want to confront my obligation immediately.
I mean,
so
I think it's not very necessary if everyone has shit they want to do,
Yeah.
and there's like a huge amount of arcs that are all like
it's not like the
being
old
fired
days of the
already.
show where it was like, don't worry, your bounty hunting pass will catch up with you. Now it's like, let's call the people I used to work with and buy myself from them.
Hey man, you'd never look. If Coral didn't die, he would have sold his split personality into slavery
which would that's a
for money.
That's a timeline we never
Terrible
got to
day
see.
job.
That's a
For
timeline
real.
we never got to see. Off in some other universe, Coral is somehow living both happily and very, very upset as a free man and a slave.
So can we create another timeline break here and
Sure, but this
Roll
is
this-
going to be the darkest one. It's
the
always the
fucking
darkest
dice.
Basically, here's what happens, right? Coral will put away the Mandalorian armor for like months, and then one day he steps out of the Alter Loki.
in the brightest timeline.
Yeah.
Toby killed Niall when he was still insane, and it somehow made Zane go normal.
oh yeah,
And then we all lived happily after that.
and like satisfying his bloodlust during his crazy period made him like a much more grounded robot. And
Yeah.
like then we just had like really mild jobs, and we just did our
All the
job,
characters are eating ice cream somewhere.
and we made money.
Shawarma.
Yeah, one day the police officer asks to see inside of his chassis. He opens it up, and there's a head of Nile in there. And then
Just
All right,
rocking-
sorry,
oh,
we gotta
wow.
stop. We gotta stop stalling. Any other announcements before we get the stream started? Although I
Nope.
have to admit, nothing is going to beat the troll announcement for our visual novel. I mean, that is
So
magnifique.
I just want to be clear. Why don't we describe the actual nature of the role before we make it? Like,
I mean, you
Yeah.
act like I'm just gonna sit here and roll a die, Wreckage. Give me some fucking
I know
I know
class.
there's some people
He's got
watching that
like
Jesus.
10,000
wanted a
hours of
little
GMing under
catch
his
up too.
belt.
So
I mean, who doesn't have 10,000 hours of GMing under their belt?
Me, I have like maybe 100.
Okay, well then wait until you join the big boys club.
All right. So good news. Gator won the vote last week and gets an extra 10 experience. So
Yay!
I'm going to put the link in chat. Please don't immediately vote unless you're a cheater and you just vote
Yeah,
for your
just-
favorite character.
Just vote.
The
Oh,
vote
we will
for
find
this
out who the
week.
cheaters are.
The vote for this week is which character is most filled with determination. Although I didn't say it with all caps, it is all capped determination.
Money,
So,
money, 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 motherfucker.
Which character is filled with determination?
Does this mean that if I go and vote right now, I have a save state at this point and we can try again later?
This is not your chrono
Straw
trigger.
poll fills you with
ROM.
determination.
You fucking triggered me like no one's business just then, Toby. You're not allowed to do that.
Adam clearly voted for himself immediately.
I did.
No, I'm about
Got
to.
one Meloxy vote.
Oh, it wasn't me.
Cheating already.
Damn.
Oh,
guys.
and now
I
vote
mean,
for
the
myself.
audience can't cheat. The audience just does what it wants, right? I'm more worried about the rest of you. So
Thanks for the votes.
let's bring ourselves to a state of calmness and sadness here.
Whoa, let's not call the dice before they land.
Chill your shit.
I wonder if I can buy anything for 15 experience.
Really, really fast.
I don't
So
think it can apply.
we open the scene with the familiar sand of Tatooine and a lightsaber with very high definition particle smoke in extreme slow motion. This is like 1 frame a second kind of shit. Lucasfilms at its finest. As the smoke rises from this lightsaber, And as the camera begins to draw back, we see a second lightsaber sitting next to it. And as it continues to draw further and further back, we begin hearing the wind come into effect, and then the John Williams score of some very tense sounding string instruments. And then we hear the scream of a TIE fighter engine being charged. And as it continues to pull out, we see the individual arcs of electricities going down Gator's arms, because again, it's in slow motion, so we can watch the electricity slowly play itself up and down his arms as his shot gloves, even though he has cracked and burned and red holes right through the center of his hands, those shot gloves are reaching directly for Nile. And Nile has this beautiful, deadly, exotic-looking gun pointed right at Gator's head as he is leaping. And it's time to make that roll. But before she does, maybe Gator comes up short for a second, and Nile says, "Any chance you'd like to surrender?"
He just sort of like snarls at her, I guess.
Okay, she shoots him in the head.
All right.
Or
see how that
misses
goes.
completely.
Okay.
I would like to spend a force die to vomit forth from my body a shower of sparks of great velocity and veracity.
To distract her?
Yeah, probably. I don't know, Gator. What color do you want? It's like you basically have a display of fireworks around you.
It would probably be the exact opposite of pink because she really likes that color. So
Yeah.
What is the exact?
It's a green or something. I don't know.
Blue is the exact opposite of pink.
Okay, it's the color of my blue lightsaber, I guess.
Okay.
And it just
wait,
spray
so
it.
I
All
would
right,
rather
so you're
downgrade
spending a
one of
force
her
die
attacks.
to add a black die to this.
No, I would rather downgrade.
Well, that's just a.
This is something I
That's not
talked to
upgrade.
Virgil about doing cinematically.
Yeah.
All right,
Adding
so
an extra black die to
besides,
the
he
scene.
can't downgrade from because he's not involved in the roll. You
Yes.
spend a force die to upgrade or downgrade.
So, Gator, let's talk about your defense. She's shooting at 5 yellow with a force die upgrade and 2 blue.
All right, so I've got a 1 range defense.
Okay, so 1 black die.
Oh.
Then a second black die.
Mhm.
Yep.
And shooting at melee is going to be 2 purple and a black die. So 3 black die and 2
Two purple
purple.
against 5 yellow.
Let me
Anything
just
you
check
want to
my
do to
talents
that.
real quick.
Can
And
can
she
Gator
gets
spend
2 free
anything in
advantage
this
because
one, or
it's...
is that-
I mean, this
Can
was
be spent.
had a whole week to check your talents, searching for an answer that'll never come.
So
Do you want to
she can't-
upgrade this roll?
She can't re-roll on fearsome because we didn't like leave engage and then come back in, right? So there's that. I will upgrade, yes, the difficulty. Of the
Okay.
roll. So make that a red.
Mhm.
For a force die, yeah. So that's 2 force die we just spent, I guess.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
1 because you upgraded as well, right? So
Well, gave black.
Yeah.
Is the most he can do because he's not in the conflict.
no, I mean Arthur upgraded his.
Arthur's
Right.
Yeah.
Arthur upgraded. He's
course.
downgrading again. That's fine. I
Of
mean,
course.
it's a wash.
Well, no.
So I'm
You
relying-
Gator upgraded his, right? You upgraded the difficulty,
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
so
she
he-
upgraded her thing. So there's
so
no.
it's not a wash.
It's not a wash.
more
It's going to be
expensive.
way
Wa-
more
it-
dramatic,
yeah.
intense.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
Oh.
I didn't have enough experience to get anything good force power wise to save my life.
It was
You think
mid-fight. I
you think a
doubt.
sick time
that
reversal
changes could
will
apply.
sound?
I'm pretty sure we've done it before, though, Rick.
And let's see
Oh,
what the result is.
Mid-fight up XP.
Whew, okay.
So
Okay.
Fuck. Well, that's a hit.
super shot in the head.
Wow.
Uh,
Oh, that red did nothing. Oh.
Oh my god.
super shot in the head.
Oh.
So you take what, 13 points of damage, and then a critical, and
Right,
she's gonna
6.
boost herself back up with 4 more points of.
Fuck.
You soak 5 because it's breach 2. So yeah, you go down.
You know, each point of breach ignores 10, right? That's how it works?
No.
Wait,
It's
what?
Pierce
Breach
ignores 1 point at a time.
Yeah,
Breach
the gun
ignores
doesn't
10.
have breach.
Okay, so it has Pierce 2.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different.
Okay.
I
That's
mean,
what breach does. Holy shit.
you still have to.
Yeah, breach is used for like
So,
welding torches and
Coral's-
lightsabers.
Coral's old lightsaber had breach 2, which means it could breach 20 soak and armor. Which means it could cut a starship in half.
Gator is unconscious Neodova. He has to roll a crit on the crit table, which Arthur will say if it has any pluses to it, which
It
could
does.
theoretically kill him if it's a really big crit.
It's plus 20. at this
Yep,
point.
it's going to be huge. It's actually going to be more than that because she has adversary, so...
And she's got an
Uh,
advantage which she could spend on that, or the crit which she could spend on that. So it could be quite big.
She's spending all of the advantage to boost back up her soak, just in case he doesn't die from this.
Strain.
Oh, strain. Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep,
so
strain,
now Meloxy
sorry.
has absolutely
Let's see here.
chance of saving everybody.
Nile Page, lethal blows 2, so she adds plus 20 to the critical on this.
Rolling plus 40.
And okay. So
Okay.
So, I mean, you're probably unconscious from this, right?
definitely his wounds are filled.
So
If your
does
wounds are full, you're unconscious, and you take another plus 10 to this critical.
So it's 50.
Mm.
It should automatically add 2 for the wounds already in there, right?
If you've I don't think it tracks wounds being the same as threshold. So I think you need
it's the injuries. I mean, it already adds plus 10 for each one, right?
Yes.
yeah, for the crits.
If not, we can just manually add it ourselves. We are
We can do
we
the
are
math.
individuals capable of doing math.
I don't know about that, Arthur.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
1 point over my wound threshold.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's rough.
Okay. Alright, here we go. Watch Gator die, ladies and gentlemen.
You
Crit
have to
table.
roll like a 97 or something, right?
Low money. Yeah, he has to roll in the high 80s, which he did.
Oh.
Yep.
137, bleeding out. Suffer 1 wound and run strain at the beginning of every turn. For every 5 wounds, suffer an additional critical injury. Wow. Yep, that's pretty bad. You started to die, and it's very bad for you.
Yeah, you're bleeding to death. But
So
you do
you're
have
out.
plenty of rounds to be saved.
Oh no, everyone is dying. So.
Maloxy,
right.
I'm
what do you want to do? You're inside the TIE fighter. You're trying to hotwire it and get it going. You're also filled with fear and terror.
yeah.
You've got like what, 5 black dice?
4.
Oh
4 black
man.
die to any action.
Someone should reach out with the force and help you.
So
I don't think that can happen though.
Coral could have done it.
Yep. I've done it.
I think she is going to.
Got that snarkula in chat right there.
Fucking swarg.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to have her hotwire it again.
Okay, let's look at what I had you roll previously, and I'm fairly certain I
It was
upgraded
like
that.
27 reds, I think.
So, you were rolling against 2 purple and 1 red, so now you're just rolling against 3 purple and 1 black die. And you already
and
have
6.
4, so it's going to be 5.
So, well, I found out that I didn't use last time. I have a talent bypass security, which removes a black die per rank from checks to disable security devices.
How many times did you take that?
Once.
Okay, well then you only have 4 black die.
All right. All right. So then,
I mean, he could totally succeed at this and then like double blaster cannon the shit out of her and she'd be totally dead.
I mean, he could
Yeah, with
succeed at
4
it,
blacks.
and that would be his turn.
so 3
Yeah.
purple, 4 black, and I think that's it, right?
Yeah. Fear will keep them in line.
Um.
Fear of this battle station.
Yeah. Let's force point to upgrade.
I have you now, Tuxtradamus.
No, you don't.
We actually keeping track of flipping these good
Yes.
light side stuff.
Okay.
I actually should have another one, because Couture flip, right? Nope,
Yeah.
no, actually we're good. We're good.
All right.
Everybody-
Skullduggery time. Let's do this thing.
Big money, no whammies. Why did I say that?
Damn
Why
it.
do you say that?
Why did I
Damn
say
it.
that?
Yeah, so the computer kind of sparks a little bit more. It still is like continually printing out the message, like handprint analyzed, handprint analyzed. But you manage to go into the UI and like close that out and get back into the admin control panel. Next turn, this is going to be a lot easier. You've got, I guess
Except for responsibility.
it looks like Linux, right? But it's all in Imperial characters. It's the Arabesh alphabet. So you're just like tapping away like, oh man, this is like Hackers or that one movie with John Travolta.
Yeah, I'm down. Yep. All right. Well, so yes, I guess she just gets 2 in a row then, right?
So yeah, Niall turns to the cockpit and is like, so same offer. Any chance you'd like to surrender?
I look down to my 2 dead / dying friends.
I believe it's. I don't know. It seems like a.
Yeah, you look over and the spray of sparks just is like.
Yeah, but you don't see any blood from Gator, even though he's bleeding out because it's fucking Star Wars.
Right. It's just like I know I can see him. He's laying on the ground like crumpled in a heap.
Actually, no. My blood would be there. It'd be like green or some shit.
Yeah, there's like a splash of green. There's like a
Probably
splash of
extra
green on the cockpit window in front of me or something. And
What are you wearing, Wreckage?
I tap the
What?
What were you wearing on the front of your face? I thought you were like getting VR goggles on or something.
I'm going to
got
experience
the Oculus Rift
as if I was there.
She taps like I assume there's like a comm thing that I don't have to hack into to just like open something out.
I mean, your cockpit is open. You can talk to each other.
Oh, it's just okay, just open. Never mind.
I mean, you never took it. You never took a maneuver to close it. She's just yelling at you, and you can hear her through the top.
Yeah, so I think she'll just like lean down, look at her, and then. Fine, you've beaten us. You proved you're strong. You proved you can beat Toby or whatever the hell.
Shut up. Get out of my Huts damned interceptor. Do you have any idea how much that costs?
Can I slip out?
Yeah, she's like gesturing to you with a gun.
Okay, yeah. Maloxy like slides out.
She tosses you a set of binders and says, "The old, I don't know, what is this thing?" She kicks Gator.
She was so pissed, and now she's not.
Binder him. Go to the robot. I'm sure he has some form of. He's a medic. Just hit them all with stim packs and repair things. Just tie them up and throw your weapons on the ground. Right there.
Yep. I guess she'll start walking over to Toby to find the stim pack.
Are you?
Okay,
I mean, are you
remember,
trying
1 in
any?
3 of my stim packs is a secret thermal detonator.
No. Are you trying any funny business here, Maloxy? Are you gonna like try to double backstab Niall, or are you going through with binder everybody and pile their weapons up in a?
No, yeah. With that fear, she just wants to get out of this alive.
Okay,
Fear's too
well,
much.
the good news is that the fear drops because, you know, we're no longer in an encounter.
So now immediately betray her.
We're actually cutting back over to Caleb. Caleb knife fighting lightsaber style with Luke Skywalker. And it's the updated episode 7 lightsabers that shine light on things, so it's not just, you know, light sticks in the dark. They actually give off emanations, so it looks fucking amazing as the two of them are going at it.
Like it's
full Jedi
it's
style.
after sunset, and we're
Yeah,
on
no, it's totally
flat
dark right
desert,
now.
a
Yeah.
plane in front of Obi-Wan Kenobi's house. So you just see the lightsabers and the reflection on the ground.
So how much? I mean, it's worth asking because I'm literally bleeding out.
Mulaxi, you'll be awake when we come back.
Okay, so does the bleeding out stop? Like, how does
Yeah,
that work?
bleeding out stops once you're brought back over, right?
No, bleeding out is a crit and needs to be removed by a
Okay,
medical
well,
check.
we'll come back to that. For now, don't worry about it. Just
Well,
assume
I
that
mean,
you get hit with the 5-point wound heal.
But that doesn't do anything.
He's gonna bleed out those 5 points still, unless he rolls.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
My point is, we'll come back to the other scene in a minute.
And
Just
then
assume
we will
Maloxy hits
medical
you with a
check.
stim pack. Jesus, guys, have you never seen Star Wars? They literally cut away they're like, oh no, we've been captured. But listen, on Endor, they're not like, all right, we've just captured you. Let's do the entire walk back to the Endor Rebel base thingy. No, they cut to it after showing another scene. We'll get to it, guys. Don't worry about it. You're not dead yet, unless Toby fucks up the role and kills Dave's character again. Not that I'm calling that one from the moon, but yeah.
Dark side of the moon.
Caleb, you have sense, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, if you want to go ahead and throw down a Jedi point to use that, you can make a sense roll.
Oh, full light side.
But he's dark side now, right? So this
No.
is actually bad.
No, I'm
Okay.
totally still Caleb.
By Jedi point, I meant pay a light side
okay,
token.
sure.
Yeah, Luke stops at the same time, and both of you definitely sense the presence of the dark side. It's all
I've
across
sensed now
Tatooine,
before.
but specifically, you feel a pull to this. It's in the middle of the Junland Waste. You're not really sure what it is.
You immediately wonder if maybe somehow Toby's to blame.
It's like
Toby
I sent
is
them over there.
definitely to blame.
So I've sensed now before. Is it the sort of kind of sense where I can identify it?
Yeah. I mean, it definitely feels a lot like Nile.
It's super
right?
pink and 17 years old.
Yeah, you definitely
like-
sense that it's
Yeah.
probably Nile.
She's either gonna roll her eyes or say something snotty.
You look up and see a pink Hello Kitty winking at you in the sky.
Yeah, and I
This.
think you probably
It's a
get
Telecom,
you get a
right?
feeling of like danger coming from Gator, and maybe you see an image, because the Force works like that. The Force is a dick. It shows you an image of him like bleeding out on the ground, his hands
yes, it
pierced
does.
by lightsabers, and you're like, wow, that seems really bad, huh? Like super bad.
So that's a thing, right?
So I shut off my lightsabers and I
Luke
whisper.
Yeah. At the same time, you and Luke shut off your lightsabers and are like,
I
I was
say,
gonna say, you always want to let someone know when you're dueling them, and you're gonna turn your lightsaber off. Super safe to let them know about that.
we have a safe word. It's Yoda. Anyway, and I whisper under my breath. I say, Nile. Here? Oh. Sort of like I do that thing that's totally meaningless, which is I scamper up the hill that's right there so I can look off in that direction.
yeah, of course.
But like obviously there's nothing there that I can
Do
see.
you
with
have
my
any
eyes.
like visual
Luke,
goggles,
you,
like the
like-
ER things to hold up to your face?
I do actually have goggles.
Okay.
I
Beep,
like
bippity,
this
boop,
is
beep, boop,
also in the
beep, boop.
Junland Wastes, so perhaps it's within visual range.
No, it's about 100 kilometers away. I'm fairly certain that's outside of visual range.
Is it within goggle enhancement visual range?
I'm pretty sure it's outside of curve of the Earth range.
Okay, just checking. I mean, this isn't Earth; it's Tatooine. It has a
I mean,
different
this is a
curvature.
Jedi. He could bounce his sight off a fucking satellite. That's
Right.
there.
but
It's still filmed on Earth, so it has the same curvature.
It's 62 miles away, and since I think you can only see about 25 miles around the curve of the Earth, you'd have to go around the Earth several times to get
On a
there.
hill. Anyway,
Really? You're gonna be like, yes, this hill allows me to see across
Look,
the
the flat
Junland Waste."
Tatooiners have a few things to
I'm
say
not gonna
about
be the
that,
kind of
Arthur.
person that looks
Flat
up at you
Tatooiner.
and proves you wrong in the middle of your GMing, Arthur. So
Jesus.
I'm going to accept that. And I guess when I dramatically look at the top of this hill, and we get the twin whatever suns in the background, that whole bullshit.
No, they're gone. It's
Right,
nighttime.
it's nighttime. Are there twin moons?
No, don't think
No,
so.
there's. I don't.
No moons because they don't have water.
That you don't need water to have moons, Dave.
But they're
Great-
useless
great
without.
joke. It was whatever. Anyway,
Does Luke Skywalker
use my bike.
He looks at you and nods.
and says I go to him and I say,
Bring me back a pasty.
you're a fast learner. You graduate. I have to go.
So yeah, as you're walking away, he's like, "May the force be with you."
And also with you. And then
Yeah, then you sew on his Shien tin like merit badge or whatever, right?
He just has to catch
No, it's
them
an
all
Iron
in
Man.
order to become the Jedi Master, right? That's how it
Yeah.
works. You have to master every school of lightsaber.
And thus he forgets everything to do with Reyes Navarre so that the rest of the movies can continue on.
Actually, it would make sense if Reyes Navarre died, because then Yoda would still be the only living Jedi Master and the only living Jedi.
I think we get around that caveat by saying, oh, you know, Caleb isn't actually real.
No, he's a
holocron.
he's just
The other thing to recognize is that we've already splashed around quite a bit in the giant pool that is Star Wars and wrecked canon up pretty hard.
And I hop on my personal speeder. What is my new speeder called? I just bought it last episode, so I don't remember.
You got a T-16 Skyhopper, right?
So I hop into my Skyhopper, and as I I circle around Luke before I go because it doesn't turn tight, right? And then I like book it. But that gives me enough time to be like, I sense greatness in this one, sort of like internal monologue that sort of cut to the cabin where I'm looking at him as he watches me go and just.
But why doesn't your hovercraft have a good turning radius?
Because it's Star Wars.
Because
They are shown.
narrative
It's
effect.
actually
Why
the
do
exact
pod racers not
description
have
of the
turning
Incom
radiuses?
T-16 Skyhopper is, it is a fast, nimble, and incredibly agile, demanding of its pilots. It is a
I'm pretty sure you could have gone.
It's
like
literally
fucking
just a
narrative
cockpit
effect,
with
that's why.
engines. Pod racers are safer than these things.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
That's right. Got to do that pod race callback.
Which means they must have better turning radiuses.
I'm pretty
Am I
sure
the only
pod
one not-
racers
Anyway,
don't have brakes.
These
Yeah,
things
no.
have a +3 handling rating, which is the highest I've ever seen. So they're the turniest of all turncraft.
That's what I
fine.
thought, because they could just
that
turn.
works.
I head off in that
touching.
direction, Arthur, but I'm not just going straight there. I want to, when I get close enough to see, I'm going to pull over and try and sneak a look from a hilltop.
Okay. Gonna take a while for you to get there. So let's cut back to Maloxy having hit Gator up with a stim pack. And then get Toby up with... How
okay.
down are you, Toby?
Okay, just to let you know, if you're legitimately going into my backpack to like pull out gear, there's also like a disruptor rifle strapped next to my backpack. Just in case you're wondering.
Yeah, just
Sorry,
in case you
question?
want to grab that real quick with no fear and blast a hole in her back.
Now, how many lightsabers do you have, Toby? You were fighting with one, right? Or maybe two?
I just had the one.
Okay, yeah, she's
It's on-
confiscated that, as her 2 lightsabers are currently smoking wrecks. But yeah, what is it going to take to get Toby back up? Obviously, Gator will get back up pretty quickly.
I mean,
Just
I
one
didn't know
med
that.
pack will get you up 5 points,
Yeah,
which will
but the
keep you up
thing
for a
is,
little
like,
while.
unless I have it like physically like medicinally rolled removed, I'm just gonna bleed out. And
Yes,
crit.
I am aware,
Yeah,
which is
but
why
all,
we need to
all I
concentrate on
have
getting Toby
is.
up.
Hold on.
Do you have any robot stim packs?
Let me just check my. Yeah, I do. Let me
Okay.
just check my injuries to see if they're going to stop me from doing stuff. Staggered and head ringer. No, intellect and cunning. Oh no, that's until the end of the encounter. No, everything is only encounter for my crits, so I should just be able to wake up.
Yes. How much do you need in order to wake up?
Exactly 1.
Okay,
got
so
exactly
Maloxy
taken
just
out.
applies 1 repair pad to you, and you get up.
Is that the repair
so
pad's
that's
only
5.
3, right?
Yeah, it's 3 for each one, or something like that.
3, then 2, then 1.
No, you can get 5 of them, and I think all 3 of them are 3.
Yeah,
They
you can
don't
only use
have-
5 in a day.
Yeah,
So
they
good.
don't have diminishing returns like the other things.
Okay, it's just less though. Yeah.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah,
so
so-
Toby, you're awake. The situation doesn't look great. Gator has definitely got like several smoking holes on the side of his face
Yeah.
that he's bleeding out of.
Just oozing.
Niall
as you
is
boot back up.
Yeah, she's dual wielding your lightsaber and Coral's gun in a ironic twist of fate. And Maloxy appears to be helping her by putting binders on all of you.
Yeah, I can see. I can see Arthur. I have
Okay.
eyes.
Helping is the wrong word here.
I mean, obviously you all have binders around your hands, so it's not like
Yeah.
Maloxy.
Yeah, I was about to say helping is a very poor choice of words.
So yeah, Niall
Being forced
gestures
to.
towards Gator and is like, "Fix him or don't. Who knows? Whatever you want to do, Toby."
I just like I like move towards him, but I keep staring at her, and I'm like, I'm not your little robot medical droid. You know, I'm doing this for Gator.
So
Can't tell me to do shit.
She turns towards you and ignites the lightsaber, and we see the ghostly presence of Naga Sadal reappear behind her, and she clutches the lightsaber in a fist and says, "You do work for me, Toby." And you can see like Naga Sadal's lips moving in the same way.
Okay, I'm gonna make this roll, but I'm gonna be talking
It's
as I do it.
4 purple.
Wow, that's fucking brutal.
Do you want to stop?
I'll tell you what. Rather than kill another one of Dave's characters, I will not upgrade this particular.
I'm gonna
roll.
upgrade mine.
Thank you.
What a benevolent GM you are.
No. It also allows me to keep stacking all the dice with the hostile force user standing right next to you. So
I think I have
Now,
the blue
what
die
is the-
from a med kit, right?
What is my current wound level then? Because if I get 1 point of wound every turn.
So you've lost.
I lost 1 because the turn auto swap.
I'm not concerned about tracking that.
I just have to get
The
more
important part
He
is
either removes the crit or he doesn't.
yeah, if the
in
crit
which
is
point-
removed, you probably won't die, and if not, you're gonna bleed out very quickly.
Yeah, because if he doesn't pass this, I literally have to roll another crit straight
Yeah.
away.
Yep.
So,
All right.
All right, passed.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. Plus
So
2
you cannot be
extra,
medicined for 1 week, Couture, but your critical hit is removed.
and you take. So what is
Just
that?
that
It's gonna be
bleeding
5,
out.
6,
You take 1 point of
7.
strain and 2 points of healing, right?
No. He gets, because I can use a stim pack on him too, right? So you get
Yes.
5,
Yep.
6, 7, and then 2 extra for my. I think 2 extra.
You already had a stim pack on him, though.
I
so
heal
this-
plus 2 when making a medicine check.
Okay.
so I'm down to
For
15.
surgeon.
Okay. So bad. Yeah, I wake up and I assault her again, Arthur.
You're in binders.
I can still choke a bitch.
I mean,
Is it behind my back binders or in front of my hands?
it's front of the hand binders.
Well, then he can do the Spock punch.
Is this really a thing we're gonna do?
Spock punch.
I mean, it sounds like Dave is gonna do that.
Are you?
I mean, theoretically speaking, I can very easily knock her out. I mean, that wouldn't be so bad.
Okay, I mean, if you want to, we can roll initiative between the two of you, because the person who acts first is the person that's gonna win this.
You know what? Given Gator's temperament, I would say that he would do that. Because there's some stuff that was never really unveiled about him. The first being that he kind of gets uncontrollable when he's in a fight. So yes, I would like to.
Okay.
It's kind of like. Also, I've got a thing here that says every time I take an action, I have to take 1 strain. So let's keep that in mind, I guess. So maybe like I sit up, and it just like the pain like sort of washes over me, and it just sort of like puts me into a very vengeful state straight away. And I stand up, and then I just fucking start sprinting at her, screaming, and just be like, "Ah!"
I bet you have a weird alien. scream.
Can I when I see him do this fucking stim pack him?
No, you just impact him.
No, I mean like not medical, like but the actual drug.
I don't think so. I
Okay,
mean,
I'm just wondering. I don't even think it's actually that good.
let's see here.
No, they're gonna roll to basically see if she is surprised, Neodova. It's basically if he gets to go first, then she's surprised.
There's no. It's roll
it's-
initiative. There's no surprise here. He gets up. He's got to literally stand up and run at her. So I just need to figure out what the effects of binders are, because I'm sure they're gonna be horrible.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Because it's literally just my hand, so I should.
I mean, binders are binders.
I mean, a black die would be.
That's ridiculous. I'm pretty sure binders have some horribly paralyzing rules. Otherwise, no one would ever use them.
Well, most people, when they can't use their hands and arms, are.
But you also got to remember that brawl attacks don't necessarily have to use your hands.
Well, right. I'm saying that you can. Narratively, it makes sense why binders work, even if they mechanically don't have minus.
In order to escape or be able to use anything beyond binders is a 4 purple athletics or coordination check.
Oh, you have to break these
Yep,
cuffs.
you got to break out
yeah, I
before you can do
can-
anything.
You can break these cuffs, Gator. You can do it.
Can I make that check right now?
Yeah, you want to make athletics or coordination?
Come on, Morpheus.
I'm undoubted. I mean, I'm definitely going to upgrade this, so it's going
Come
to
on,
be 1 red,
Morpheus.
3
We
purple.
got this.
1 red.
1 red, 3 purple.
Okay.
I mean, you guys have seen that I can break these cuffs video, right? If not.
Okay,
tell me.
yeah, you
That's-
snap the
Sorry,
cuffs.
that's astrogation.
That is the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's totally the wrong thing.
Let me roll that again.
You do not snap the cuffs at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you try to snap the cuffs, and as you do,
Take a swing.
6 right side. Yeah, you feel yourself slowly being lifted into the air, where you just kind of hover there, like 15 or 20 feet in the air,
Oh,
struggling with your cuffs. As Niles she's not force choking you, she's just lifting you up into the air so that if you do anything,
Before
she'll
this
drop you.
happens, I have the ability to add a force die to my athletics checks,
Okay.
an extra force threshold. Am I able to make?
Even if you got a double light side, you would still fail the roll.
I know, but it would mean that, like, okay, whatever. It's no big deal.
Yeah, because I mean, even if you got 2 successes, you would still have 0 successes in the end.
You can't astrogate your way out of cuffs. What a loser.
Yeah, so this is the situation we're at. Toby, maybe you're like propped up, sparks are still shooting out of your chest.
I like though that he tried to go into hyperspace to get a foot over to get out of the cuffs.
You tried to do the Picard maneuver.
All he has to do is come out of hyperspace through the fractional refresh shields and
I
Right.
just,
use
all
the
I have
light.
to do is like just leave hyperspace in between her personal shield and her body, and then I'll be good.
Of course.
So yeah, she just holds you up there calmly, and is like, Toby, I mean, you seem to be the one that makes friends with all of these aliens. Is there any chance you could tell your friend there to calm down? And we still see Gator like, it's got to be really aquatic, right? Like you're
Yeah.
used to swimming, and you're now basically floating weightlessly with binders on, so your struggle is probably pretty twitchy for Gator.
Right away, I'm just like, what are you doing with the holocron of Naga Sadao?
I mean, who says I have a holocron of Naga Sadao? Oh wait, I did. And she just kind of smiles really awkwardly at you, but it looks a lot less awkward on Naga Sadao, who's like proudly smiling, and he's nodding his head, and at first Niall's head doesn't nod, and then it starts nodding as well.
Oh, okay. I'll just like laugh. Just be like, Niall, you get yourself into the worst places, don't you? Oh dear.
Toby,
Gator will calm down momentarily. He's a warrior, you see. He's probably
Is
not
he?
happy about what you've done here.
I wasn't very impressed. I don't even know what he is.
I literally stopped both your lightsabers with my fucking hand.
was very impressed.
What eyes? You
It
next
sounds like
Tuesday.
you stopped my blaster bolt with your face, so...
So I'll be like, just put him down, Gator. Look, give it a rest.
Yeah, the moment you
I
give
will
it-
like
I-
turn to Gator and say this, and make sure that one of my eyes is not visible to Niall, and then I will like turn that eye on and off real quick. Give him
Okay.
a little robot
Thank
wink.
you,
Oh my
Kieran, for moving.
god.
So what
I mean-
happens is someone comes around the corner and is like, "Hey guys, what's all that shooting about?" And it's a dark-skinned man wearing like kind of casual but definitely thuggish clothing, like someone who worked for the mafia would wear on a retreat. Maybe it's whatever the Tatooine version of a Hawaiian floral print
Oh, did
shirt
we
is.
find the guy we're supposed to kill? Like,
Yeah,
by-
it's this guy, and
is
Niall
this-
just turns and shoots him in the head, and it's like, no more interruptions, no more screaming children.
Successful mission.
You're coming with me, Toby.
We succeeded.
Yay!
Like a little banner pops
Mark
down
20 XP for that
with like
story arc of that guy.
and the rest of the balloons just fall and they've been completely deflated. You just condoms.
So, Arthur, when would be the next available opportunity for Gator to struggle with these binders again?
Probably not anytime soon. She's definitely going to be like, if you don't stop struggling against these, I'm going to use various methods at my disposal to knock you back out.
Mostly kill. I'm going to kill you.
And then, at that, Gator will sort of like bare his teeth, and I imagine they're like pointed for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah,
predator
tearing up
fish.
fish.
There are predator
Yeah.
fish.
And I just sort of say, it's like, well, then you're going to have to knock me out.
So she just starts walking
And I'm going to
over.
rip
Can
your
I-
fucking ponytails off and feed them to you?
Yeah, she just walks over towards you.
Can I
and pulls out an
carefully,
aerosol.
as a medical droid, knock him unconscious without hurting him more?
I mean, you're in binders as well, so.
What's she do, Arthur?
She's walking over to you with a aerosol container. And now it's time for that one thing that.
Gator's very chemically sensitive. Don't use any of,
The one thing Toby's always been like, the one thing I'm good at is the one thing I never get to roll. I need you to roll a 3 purple resilience check versus
Me?
some standard strength and aesthetics. Yes.
3 purple.
She's just spraying you in the face with
Resilience.
some, like, yeah.
If she gets close to me, I'm going to kick her in the face. Okay, resilience. Can do. Yeah. What up, bitch?
Yeah, you aren't affected by it. And she's just like, I really don't want to go. Listen, if you don't stop struggling, I'm literally going to kill you. It's not worth my time.
I'll just be like,
Gator.
Gator, it's not the time.
And well, there's gonna have to be a lot more than this to calm Gator down. I'm sorry. Gator.
Uh,
So yeah, Arthur. If
God.
she's close enough, I would like to attempt a brawl check.
I mean, you can make another check to get out of your binders.
Okay, that works. So what was that?
I'm going to
3
upgrade it
purple?
again, so.
2 purple. No, 3 purple, 1 red, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I can break these cuffs.
You can break these cups.
Morpheus.
You break out of the cuffs.
Yeah, I'm just like she starts spraying me, and I'm just like, ah! And I'm just like,
Now, is that athletics or is that...
That's
Uh,
athletic.
Can we? I'd like to say that she's got like the aerosol. Maybe he holds up like the cold spray, and it's just like just enough to crack the fucking metal.
Perfect. Was this athletics or coordination?
and that was
Athletics.
All right, let's see here. What cool stuff I can do with two threat.
Oh yeah. Hang on. Let me roll a force die with that real quick. It's 1 W, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. BED.
All right, so you're still prone, and you suffer 2 more points of strain. You do break out, and it looks heroic as you do.
Yeah.
You like snap the binders, and I guess let's roll for initiative again, because you really
Can I
want to do
use
this.
some of these force die on my initiative by chance?
No.
No. Okay.
Uh,
Wait, hang on.
let's see.
That was not including the stuff. So that's 1 success and 3 advantage on my roll.
What?
'Cause I added the.
Yeah,
this is
he rolled the wrong thing. 2 yellow.
No, I rolled the right thing. I just had the.
Well, she acts first.
Oh my.
because
Only
she
by a
has more
smidgen.
advantage.
Only by a smidge.
I
Only
think
by enough to kill
dice.
you immediately.
that smidge is literally the only thing that's going to matter here.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't think you're showing the die on the stream.
No, no,
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
it's
the die on the stream.
I think he was curious about how many white and black force die we have. You'd have to scroll up on the.
Oh.
Yeah, so I mean,
So we have 3 and 3.
still have a shit ton of criticals. So I mean, if she stabbed you in the face, you'd probably be dead.
She shoots her, he will probably be
I only
dead.
have 2 criticals now.
But seriously, what else is she
Only
gonna
2.
do in this situation?
I mean, she's probably gonna dual wield and stab you and then shoot you. So that sounds like a great plan.
So,
Which is the exact same for both for her. So she's rolling at 4 yellow, 1 green.
Is this stabbing or shooting? Because either way, it's 1 extra.
She's
die.
gonna start with stabbing. So
Yes, there's 1 extra black die for
yes.
everything.
It's not 1 extra black die. It upgrades the die. So it's going to be 1 purple, 1 red, 1 black die. And you have a second black die, right?
Yeah, I have 1 range and 1 melee.
Purple, 1 red, 1 black. Well, it becomes 2 black. Right, yeah. This is her trying to stab you. No, but she did get a critical.
Oh,
So
interesting.
let's see what we want to do with this. Does anyone have the link to that ultra cool handout thing that we had last week?
Yeah, I can just send it over.
What do
I
you,
don't
what do you
think
need?
my computer is going to open up things right now. It's being rather.
Oh, yeah, I have
cantankerous.
Yeah, I
the
can find it for
other
you. I can
reference
find it
sheet
for
up.
you. 1 second, Arthur. I'll get it for you.
Let's see here. Looking to see what the cool things I can do here are. Mental effects. Nope, none of this is correct. Where's the shoot you in the face stuff?
Oh, I see. The first one was the initiative, and this is
Yeah,
the-
first one was initiative, and then a lot of.
So it's a
extra
miss,
bonus
but
stuff.
it's she's
Yeah, it's a
fucking
miss,
getting
but
so
I'm
much straight
probably
back.
gonna get some cool stuff out of it.
Mm.
I'm
This
sorry.
is the stabby one, right?
Yeah, this is the lightsaber to start with.
Good. Maybe the lightsaber's like, no, that's a friendly. And then like,
It's not how lightsabers work. Lightsabers aren't sentient.
maybe it's this lightsaber.
Not until we plug Ray's Navar into a lightsaber.
You mean Caleb Fallon? Or are we plugging
yeah,
Ray's Navar
sure.
into a lightsaber?
I mean, I'm gonna plug a lightsaber into Ray's Navar as soon as I get a fucking chance.
Oh wow!
What is
Hey,
with all
It
the
was too good of a
Midwestern
lie.
today?
I had to use it.
All right, let's see here. Upgrade difficulty. Do something vital. Wow. Yeah, that would be pretty good. She didn't deal damage, so she's gonna give herself a defense.
okay.
And then she's gonna upgrade your check with the lightsaber, and that also gives her 1 point to give her more strain.
I'm sorry. How is she doing all this?
Okay, so she's spending the triumph in
Yeah.
order to give her in order to upgrade your next check.
Okay. yeah,
She's
that's
spending 3 advantage in order to give herself a defense die, an additional defense die,
fair. Yeah.
and then spending 1 advantage to give herself some whatchamacallit back. Now she has to make another roll with the gun to shoot you in the face. Anything you want to do to that roll?
Are you upgrading her attacks, by the way?
I did, because they had a red die.
You didn't roll any, by the way. Oh, they had a red die?
That's the upgrade.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So this one would be 2 purple.
No, it's still upgraded because she's dual wielding.
No, but you're shooting into melee.
Right.
Engage.
That adds a black die, not
That's
upgrades.
purple, doesn't it, as well?
No.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, she definitely shoots you in the face.
Okay. How much damage is that?
10, 14.
Okay, so remove. And it has 2 pierce, right? So remove
Yeah.
5. So that's 9.
I think that's enough to knock you out again.
It's definitely enough to knock him out again.
So another
You
crit
suffer
on the
another
crit
critical.
table.
I only survived the other one by like 8. So
Mitigate her.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think what happens is Gator like lunges at her, and she uses the lightsaber in order to drive him back, keeping him away from her, entering this kind of like gunslinger stance, and like whipping the pistol around and just like shoving it up in his face and pulling the trigger.
I'm
at
kind of happy
short
that
range.
she learned so much from Coral, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm calling out though. I'm like, Gator, no, she's too powerful. She's got Naga now guiding her.
And that's when you see Gator's face go back like as he flies through the air. Let's roll for that critical. Agonizing wound. Yeah, I mean the encounter's over. But yeah. So she just stands over top of Gator with her lightsaber out and is like, Toby, I'm out of binders, so I'm gonna make you an offer here. Whatever it takes to keep Gator sedated, you'll have to do it, or I'm going to kill him. And I'll probably kill the little cat girl you're running around with, too, just for good measure. So, I mean, I need your cooperation, but I don't need them. Yeah, you hiss at her, and maybe she just, like, casually waves the pistol in your direction, but doesn't even turn to look at you, because she doesn't consider you a threat.
Well, I don't exactly know what I can actually. Let me just check my.
Wait,
God, why don't I carry drugs on me? More drugs.
did I have to increase that further, or is it only the 2 from the critical?
Oh, that's right. You need to take another 20 because it's
Oh,
lethal
fuck.
It's
from
actually
her.
a 79.
Yeah, what's a
Yeah,
79?
Let me just heal this, and then I'll add 79.
Let's see.
That's right, because she's so lethal.
Yeah.
Attacker may immediately attempt another free attack against you using the same die pool. Well,
That's worse.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, she's not going to. She's just going to continue.
It's a May effect. It's a May effect. It does not go on the stack.
All right.
Right. Thank you, Hearthstone.
Hearthstone. Fuck Hearthstone. That was a Magic the Gathering reference.
All right, can I just try to I mean, I assume I also have some kind of pain medication. Can I just like OD him?
I mean,
he switched me off for 20 minutes last episode. I should be able to...
I'm going
Yeah.
to switch him off for 20 minutes.
I mean,
Give
in
him
the
back that
future,
brain
I
damage
think
I undid.
I'll tell you what. You can have some of that drug that I was just using, the anesthetic, for 1 white force die.
Okay, yeah. I'll spend the white
and
force
you
die.
just,
I'll
like,
just
hit him up with some.
like with both my hands bindered, reach up and like grab it from Niall. And then I will I'll like of course like I'm like of course now pay attention. A professional knows that it goes in the gills on this species, and I like go underneath like one of the things and spray up into the gills.
Yeah.
Resilience check, please.
I mean, this is just gonna happen, buddy.
I mean,
we need
can take a resilience
Dave.
check
I know you really
want
want to do this, but we need these scenes to start proceeding.
Well,
rather than...
even then, I mean, technically, he's still unconscious. If
I
Toby's,
thought, yeah, are you knocked out?
Yeah.
If
Isn't
Toby
gonna
doesn't
do anything
unwound him,
other
there's
than
no
keep you
necessity for
unconscious.
any of this.
But it makes Niall feel better that Gator's not going to immediately leap up, break his cuffs again, and try to stab her to death.
Ooh, I do have the IG-88 drug simulation murder thing, but that's for robots.
And none of us are robots.
And maybe would work with a holocron too. I'll do testing later. Okay, so yeah, I'll spray him and then I'll use let's see, you guys already used one of my stim pack thingy.
I had a stim pack on me, so you can say it was mine.
Okay, so then that means I still have like 10. It's 5, 4. So yeah, what do I can use 5, and that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 15. You go up 15.
Wait,
Dave.
why?
Oh no, sorry, 5 less.
She
than that.
doesn't
You
want
have
you
10.
providing medical assistance to him. Fuck that shit. There's absolutely no way she's going to let you heal him right now.
Fucking bitch. Okay.
He just
a
tried
total
to
bitch.
kill her like 3 times.
It's
So he
true.
was unconscious.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
fine.
he was unconscious earlier, and then he wasn't, and tried to kill her. Yeah, I
That
mean,
seems
you
to be
try
a
to provide
pattern.
medical assistance, and a lightsaber gets in your way. And you know
Okay.
what? It's probably extremely reminiscent of the way Reyes Navarre blocked your lightsaber earlier. Maybe we get it from like the same camera angle with like the same, like everything about the scene is very reminiscent. And maybe you flash back to it real quick.
Reyes
The camera
Navarre
like goes
being
grayscale and goes back to it, and then comes back to the present.
You want to hear the
Reyes
Kill
Navarre
Bill
was-
music play?
Is there anything weird about holocrons that I would be able to like scan her with my visual suite?
lore
or-
check would be a really great one here.
It's about lore.
About lore,
I'll,
yeah.
I'll try that.
Look directly in the camera and smile, and then talk about how spout lore is a good idea. Everyone should be spouting lore all the time.
You just
Lore.
Regular
Twitch.tv/0com5. Yeah,
lore.
it's gonna be 3 purple because holocrons are special, and that's exactly what it takes to know about them.
Boom.
Yeah, like
Strange.
yeah, you take 4 points of strain as you go deep into your memories, and more sparks are flying out the front side of your chest as this happens, and something shorts, and everyone can smell the ozone.
You release the magic blue
Wait,
smoke.
does this count as is this count as the strain that I can reduce by 1?
Yes.
Or is this okay? Good.
Whenever it's not voluntary, basically.
Yeah, so you do know that what's happening with her in the holocron shouldn't really be happening. This is more of a force ghosty thing.
Okay, these are
This
weird.
is definitely this. It may be not even a force ghost. This is more like force spirit, something that's clinging on to the force with all of its presence, but didn't have time to prepare itself at the moment of death. Definitely the sign of someone extremely powerful in the force, which surprises you not at all, given that Naga Sadao clung to life with every breath.
Yeah. All right, so we got him unconscious. She's fucking got weird force shit going on. As soon as I get Gator settled, and I turn back to Niall, and I'm just like, "You losing control, Niall? I mean, what are you doing out here in the middle of the desert, half murdering me and all my friends?"
I'm here for you, Toby.
"You for what? Seemed like you wanted my head last time I checked."
Yes, I need those memories. I'm going to take them and unlock them. What you did with Toby Zero is dangerous. Right now, I'm having much of the Inquisition devoted in order to ridding the worlds of them, but the Security Bureau will handle that. But with your memories, I'll be able to begin my master plan.
Oh God, I'm so fucking.
Care to share?
So, yeah, she just looks at you and is like, yes, of course, I'd love to share my master plan with all of these tied up people around here. Shouldn't you be going to the bathroom or something? This is just a giant sandpit for you, right?
Ooh. Oh, sick burn.
Her plans are inconsequential, Maloxy. They'll be twisted to the benefit of Naga Sadao, the true powerful person here in before us.
The man behind the curtain.
I feel like that's it's not quite a roll yet, but that's a good. Yeah, maybe she gets fairly upset and like plants her foot forward and turns it, and we see it crunch in the sand, and she says, "I'm in control here, Toby. Naga Sadao works for me."
Yes, I'm sure that's why you're so consistent and just acting exactly as you would be. all
I'm doing the
time,
same
right?
thing I've always been doing, Toby.
Sure you are.
I'm
Sure,
getting
just look-
revenge for Alderaan.
Doing what?
Doesn't matter, Toby.
Wait, Alderaan? I mean,
Zane
who
knew.
do you blame for Alderaan? I mean, what's your stance on the whole stuff? I mean, I've studied a little bit, but shouldn't you be
Do you know who's responsible for Alderaan, Toby?
I mean, according to the publications, the place was destroyed by the Empire.
Alderaan was destroyed by Darth Vader and Princess Leia.
Wait, what?
I'm going to find both of them and kill them. And with your power, I'll be able to challenge Darth Vader. Now, if you'll do me a favor and just switch off, it'll only take a few moments, and then I'll be done. And you won't have to worry about those pesky memories anymore. I don't want to have to force you to switch off, Toby. But I will if I have to.
Am I there yet?
No, you have to fly like 100 kilometers.
Said it
Okay.
was 100.
How
Wait,
how
memories.
fast is my thing go?
Toby, memories. Isn't that the thing you left back on Coruscant?
Maybe 100 an hour.
You want to make a deception roll there,
Oh
Maloxy?
man.
I would.
And that one's going to be pretty hard, since that would
Okay.
assume that Toby's ever
I don't
been
know.
to
She's a
Coruscant.
fucking teenager. I thought so.
She also works for the Imperial Security Bureau in the interrogation unit for special force users. Lying to her is a little bit harder than you might,
She's also a cat, so.
I am a cat.
Ah, of course, you get 2 blue die for being good.
And when I take one step forward, you take 2 steps back.
Niall spent way too much time on the ship. She knows exactly the tone of voice I use when I'm lying. So.
Yeah. So let's see here. What is deception versus?
You really have to turn off that program that makes you use the same tone of voice when you're lying.
Go Australian.
Crockett. Go into an Australian accent whenever you lie.
Versus discipline, and her discipline level is 4. So you're looking at 4 red dice.
Oh,
on
4
your
red?
deception. Yeah.
Damn.
She's
I'll
an
back it out now,
interrogator
man. You
with
already
force
said it.
powers for interrogating.
I mean,
Yeah,
she's
that's
not
what
even
I'm
using the force here. This is just her.
Inquisitors are bullshit, guys.
She's an
Jeez.
interrogator. If she didn't have 4 red, I would be upset.
Inquisitors are
so
bullshit.
Just in case you're wondering, Dave, this is what a 25 feels like in Cyberpunk 2020.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Wait,
this
so
is the direct
is this
equivalent
like
of a
Burning
25.
Wheel where you tell me the difficulty, so now I have to roll?
Yes,
I
this
have
is
people
exactly
in-
like
Okay,
that.
fuck. Damn
And then
it.
I'm like,
Piece of
but I'm
fucking
like-
shit.
You can't be like, yes, I would like to roll deception. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be pretty hard. And you're like, well, I want to back out
Well, I don't know. It was 4 red.
I mean, it's not like I haven't been throwing out that she's obviously an
If you-
Inquisitor.
If you can deceive Arthur enough into making him think that it was a sarcastic comment, then you don't have to roll.
if you give me enough time, I will stand
No.
up.
Well, okay, but really, what's the consequences for failure? She's like, that was an obvious lie. Don't
Yeah.
waste
I
my time.
mean, even,
Okay,
even
so,
the consequences for
yeah,
success
I'm
are
gonna-
the exact same. 'cause I can't lie.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll upgrade.
All right.
All right.
Good.
Yes, let's have no force die for when I try
It's
and.
fine.
Shut up. You've been over there.
It's fine.
Arthur's just like,
Okay, so it's gonna be 3 green versus 4 red.
God, I love that you
Let's
guys
see-
are like,
or,
I'm
not three
sure
green, three-
nothing
three
bad
yellow.
will happen if we
3
fail
yellow.
this.
Sorry.
good,
3
you're
yellow
about to-
versus 4 red.
Yeah,
I
see,
mean,
it's
you
fine.
could win.
Let's roll the tape.
No.
Wow. Wow. Really?
Wow, that is
Wow.
a crucial.
Those are 2
crucial,
yellows
stunning
that
blow.
did nothing.
Yeah.
Thank you, yellow.
Had double successes, or even
How many of my yellows have done nothing for me today?
look at those that nothing yellow. Ugh.
Guys, I'm just gonna scroll up to last week to the fear check so I can look at my roll again and just feel good about myself.
Yeah. Wait,
Seriously?
you totally crushed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So despair, double fail. So she has a brain aneurysm. Has to roll on the crit table.
Probably.
Okay, so
I'm gonna no. So here's what happens, Maloxy.
yes.
She pulls out one of those little hollow things where you can, you see something there, and a Star Destroyer appears in the image, and she starts a Skype call, so it's like, and she holonets over to whoever is like answering, and she says, Captain, I need you to begin firing procedures at these coordinates. And
No,
she beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop.
No.
And the thing in
Luckily,
her
they're using
palm,
Skype, so it probably won't go through.
it turns
right.
into the
roll
Ennio
a Skype
Hope.
check. Roll a Skype check.
It's like 6 reds.
6 red, 9
Very
purple.
computer check? Yeah.
It's a
you can add
Wednesday,
blue
so you
die.
also get 3 black die.
Add a blue die if you download Zoom.
So we see the Enyo Hope, which is flipped over, and it looks like there are people. It's hard to see because it's definitely from orbit, but it looks like there are people that are carrying things away from the ship.
Oh my god! When I
Like
see
plates
this-
of metal. And within seconds, green turbo laser fire begins arcing from the sky.
Do I get
and
any
you
chance
can
to
see
say,
it over top of you. You literally see the Star Destroyer shooting, and then you see it on the little display. And maybe we get a quick scene of like Caleb zooming through a canyon at top speed, and you can see the green light arcing through the night, hitting the ship.
shit.
And the ship just melts into a pile of slag, and all the little figures there catch on fire and fall
I
over
really,
dead.
really
was the
hope
check
that was
to
a bunch of
break these cups?
Jawas. I really, really hope that was a bunch of
Athletics.
Jawas, because if not, I'm going to be very, very upset.
Toby, you get a call from Starfeld Industries immediately updating you that you didn't have an insurance policy on your ship.
Shit,
I,
awesome.
The
I
salt
immediately
in the
contact
wound.
UV.
Oh my god!
What'd you say,
Any-
Toby?
Any answer from UV? I contact.
You're contacting UV. Yeah. I mean, you get like a busy signal, like currently engaged.
Is that
Cannot
good
answer.
or bad? Does that?
If he was dead, it wouldn't answer.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah.
It would say just
Yeah,
So
well, I
you
can't
personally know that,
I guess.
your son is probably alive. However, Maloxy,
Right. I was about to say, so I'm hoping that was a bunch of Jawas. Maloxy thinks that Hayden just died.
Yeah.
And this "see you next Tuesday" killed him because you made a snide remark.
If that's true. Anyway.
Yeah, so maybe as you're like sitting there stunned, she turns off the projector and is like, "I'm sorry, were you saying something?"
Yeah, I think she just
Toby, while the adults are talking real quick, if you could just switch off.
Yeah, I want to. I'll switch off. Is there anything I can do to just make it harder for her to get at the data she needs?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you can make a computers roll against yourself.
Okay,
So you're going to make a
70,
computers check, and the difficulty is the same as your own computer's skill.
a red and 2 purples.
Does that mean if he upgrades it, that
No, it won't upgrade on the other side as well. This isn't mirror match.
Yeah, upgrade.
it's like you're fighting Naga?
Hadouken!
I just
Sure you
read
can.
it at myself for 20
Yeah,
minutes. Okay,
so
take a
as
switch.
you're shutting down, you're like encrypting your files even deeper, and she.
I like- I just got it. I
We
think
see
Naga
Maloxy.
Sedan
Oh,
is
sorry.
like the evil version of Sadao.
Sorry, Dave. Go ahead.
I just understood it. Naga Sadao is the evil version of a guy called Sadao. He's the Naga version. of
Naga?
You mean
Okay.
Naga?
Oh my god. Star Wars suddenly makes sense.
Yeah, so as she's digging through Toby's head, Maloxy's kind of sitting there like tears definitely in her eyes. She looks both angry and sad. Like she's just basically shocked. Like she's just sitting there kind of just staring off in silence.
Pumper full of space lead.
You watch as she breaks into the back of Toby's head and starts ripping things out, and then plugs in like a mechanical thing that attaches to the back of him. And she's sitting there like waiting for it to finish uploading, and you can see her getting visibly agitated. And occasionally there's like blue lightning that goes down her arm as she's just tapping her foot, and her pink glowing eyes just start to glow brighter in the darkness. Caleb,
Hi.
I need you to make a planetary surface piloting check.
Sure thing, buddy. What's it against?
2 purple.
Can do. Sorry, I have my force powers turned on still. But yes, success.
Yeah, so as you arrive at within like sensor distance, you get pings from like Toby. He's reporting that he's offline but okay.
Okay.
And your So I think they do this a couple times in Star Wars. Like they'll do a zoomed-in view of something you're looking at ahead. You can definitely see Maloxi and Gator. Gator appears to be unconscious but bloody, and Maloxi is definitely in binders, as is Toby. And Nile is there, standing up, removing something from the back of Toby's head, and walking towards her TIE interceptor.
Is this?
There's
on
also a
top of-
dead guy around the corner of a building.
Oh, good. Is
With
this
money
on
bag
top of that
thing and
pleasure
everything?
cruiser or whatever, or are they in a place?
We're on the sand.
They're in.
We're like next to a hotel. We're
Yeah,
like
you're next to a
Motel 6.
resort. Yeah.
Yeah, we're next to a Motel 6 right now. Like just
Okay.
kind of hanging out.
I mean, no, this isn't a Motel 6. This is definitely a Hilton. I mean, it's a nice place, but it's Tatooine, so even the nice places are filled with sand and misery.
Yeah. Well, I got to stop that. So no time to plan a sneaky assault. I'm just going to gun it. And I imagine even with like I'm going to observe what's happening. All I did was like pop the door hatch, like the DeLorean or whatever door hatch, and just like look out real quick with my binoculars, see that, pull it back down.
No, I mean, your T-16 has sensors.
You're in an open air cockpit.
No, last time I said it's open air, right? So my robe flaps dramatically in the
No,
thing.
it's not open air. It's a sealed cockpit, like
Right.
It's the X-wing frame without
So
wings.
the whole thing comes up, right?
Yes.
So same diff, right? Just different type of door is all I'm saying. And yeah, I gun it to the situation.
There's been a couple suggestions here. Jump out of the skycopter and ghost it into her ship.
That's exactly what I want to do, but Arthur's going to call for a difficult check for that, which I will fail and then look stupid.
Actually, it's not going to be that difficult. She doesn't know you're coming, and the interceptor is sitting still.
Right. Okay, then I gun the skyhopper and then
Okay.
like force leap out of it at the last second so that I land,
I
dramatically.
want to point out that when the interceptor explodes, it's probably going to hurt everyone on the landing pad, which is everyone.
Can I just aim it at one of the wings so it doesn't fucking just go up? Like what I really will do is just biff it so it
And
doesn't.
leave her here?
So my question is, do you want to hit it with her inside, or you just want to hit it before she can get in?
I want her to not get on the ship.
Okay, that's going to be harder.
Oh, is it?
Yes,
Yeah.
because you have to do it faster.
get
You
there
have to do it
first.
before she gets into it.
Okay, well,
Just nail her with it. Ignore the
That's gonna
If
ship.
you
way
nail her with it,
harder,
it's
I
going to be
imagine,
super
than-
easy.
than either of the things.
But it'll
mean-
explode because you're going to, hit
Just do
everybody.
it.
Yeah, I don't want it to explode though. I don't want to kill everybody because then I have to
Fucking
deal with
do it.
having
Don't
killed
think
everybody.
about things. You're a Jedi. Just do it.
That's not how that is the opposite of how
That's
that
That's not
character
how the
type
Force works.
Let the whole rub off on you a little bit and just fucking do it, man.
I'm going to if it's going to be harder to do it before, how much harder? You won't tell me.
You know what? I'll tell you what. If you hit it and you have at least 3 successes, the Skyhopper will push the TIE interceptor far enough away that the explosion doesn't hurt them.
I don't want to kill another Inquisitor with a dumb ship explosion.
I'm just saying, no. This can be, if you want to do it before she gets in,
Okay.
and all you need to do is get 3 successes, and it'll push it far enough away.
I'd rather
and
not
she won't be
explode it,
inside.
but okay. So what am I
Okay.
rolling?
It's 2 purple to start with. 1 because you're trying to do it fast, and a 2nd because you are attempting to push it. So it's 2 red.
So 2 red.
I mean, the 2nd red is me throwing in a die to
Okay.
be a dick. So it's 2 red.
You remember that she gets 2 fucking actions per round, and none of us can help, right?
That's only when she only gets 2 actions around when she's
Right,
facing
but he
multiple
specifically tried to do it before she got in the ship.
I promise you, Toby. I've seen her dice pools. I will throttle her.
Okay.
Yay,
people. I think
the-
Gator said the same thing.
Yeah, Gator did say the same thing.
Well,
Gator had a good
You are
chance.
notoriously terrible at rolling dice, Wreckage. I'm sorry.
I know, that's why I
remember,
didn't
this
wanna do
NPC
this
was
super
designed to kill us.
So,
One more green dice won't help me here, so I'll save our force dice.
Okay. All right.
All right. I see,
Okay.
but I don't push it far enough away. Apparently.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna explode and hit everyone on the pad.
Okay.
So you're all gonna take another 5
I
points.
really
of
didn't want to
damage.
aim for explosion. I wanted to aim for like.
Okay. I go unconscious.
is that? Are we rolling crits then? Is that? how
Yeah,
that-
if you go back.
Rolling a crit.
Um.
So what? How much do we take?
Take 5. If
Oh,
you have
I'm
soak,
okay.
you're perfectly fine. I mean, you haven't taken any damage thus far.
I'm
Right?
actually fine.
Let's see here. There's got to
thought
be
it was gonna be much
something
more
Oh no, my
about
soak will cover that, right? That'll be fine.
wounds.
Oh yeah, soak. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
you have soak.
I'm fine. Yeah.
So wait,
The
what did
soak
I heal myself for? 3? 3, right?
Let's see here. When you suffer wounds greater than your strain threshold, take a critical injury, blah blah blah. You're not going to take another critical. You're still above your wound threshold, right, Kator?
Yeah. I was
Okay,
too,
then you aren't going to take another critical until you take double your maximum wounds.
Okay.
So this
well,
just keeps you
we'll
same
see you at
amount of
44.
Okay. Yeah, so Toby goes unconscious, and Caleb, you're
I
a
leap out of
short
the
distance
skyhopper.
away.
What?
You're a short distance away because you had to jump out before it hit.
Right. I land. Both lightsabers go on. Is Nile not in the ship?
No, the ship definitely got hit by your T-16.
Toby,
And
do you
she,
need to make
like-
The explosion damage?
Yes, she did, and her hair is whipping around her as like the explosion has singed her uniform, and she looks pissed.
Good.
Damn it.
And you can see the Naga Sadao shadow around her.
Both
She's-
lightsabers on. I say the Padawan gloves are coming off. And then I fucking charge.
Okay, as you're charging, she's like, "Do you truly wish to engage in this? I'm about to leave. I was on my way off planet."
I could see the Toby head thing, right?
Yeah.
You described that. Yeah. So, and she's also possessed by evil Force Ghost right now.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
all my
she's
friends
just
are-
offering you a chance.
Dark
you know.
side Force Ghosts. Dark side.
She's totally. Also, all of my friends are dead or dying. So yeah, I'm fighting her.
I mean, from your point of view, yes, it does appear that she knocked all of your friends unconscious as part of an evil plan, rather than you
I also
knocked Toby
sensed her
unconscious.
evilness on the other side of the wastes.
Sensed her evilness. Got it.
You described it as evil.
Yeah. Sure.
So
Okay.
No, I'm pretty
Um,
sure I've corrected everyone every time they try to call someone dark
I
side.
Yeah,
turn
that's
on
true.
my force power sense and I assign dice to defense.
All right. I think I'm gonna probably have to do the same thing.
Okay,
Except she doesn't have that power, except as a first level. So
Yeah,
Toby,
mine's
you have to roll another crit because you went unconscious.
No,
mine's
no.
the maximum level,
yes,
Arthur.
sir.
So all of
So,
her
sir.
attacks against me get downgraded twice or whatever.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's roll for initiative.
Question. Did she like take the pile of weapons back to her ship, or that pile is a pile?
No, that pile of weapons is still sitting in the open. She doesn't have any reason to take your weapons. She's literally was just like, I'm gonna leave the planet now that I have exactly what I want.
Okay. Is the
Wait.
pile near us?
Yes, but again, you're still in binders.
Right. So can I? I'll yeah.
Oh, well, it looks like Wreckage is gonna act first.
Yeah, I fucking attack with both of my lightsabers.
Oh fuck! I still have my thing. So that's-
Are you entering this
You're just
combat,
2.0.
Biloxi, for real?
Is
Is this for real? Are we gonna have multiple rounds of you attempting to break out of a 4 purple? Okay,
What?
no, that's fine. Yeah.
that's weird.
And so you have you
It put
have
me,
nothing.
it put me on there rather than PC.
You continue to roll multiple things, but yeah. So, the order is PC and then Nile and then another PC. So which PC wants to act first?
I attack.
Technically speaking, yeah.
I attack. I double attack with lightsabers. I destroy her.
Okay.
I undo Nile and Naga Sadao.
Good luck.
You could probably kill her in one hand.
So, she has adversary 3, so you have +3 upgrades to all attacks.
Okay.
She has 1 defense die. So you're rolling 2 red, 1 purple, and 1 black die. Nile did not lose the info in the blast. If blast damage destroyed computers, there would literally be no computers anywhere. Toby would just shut down, basically.
What's
From all the
the
thermal
abbreviation for
detonators.
black again?
Be okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah, my thing gets upgraded. Her defense does not get downrated. So I'm just checking that real quick.
Yep.
All right. Boop. What?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So you come at her. What
I
do you
have
want to
another
spend those
attack,
advantage die on?
Can I spend it on the next attack that happens?
Yes. You
Shouldn't
can
there be
upgrade your
another-
next attack with 2 blue die
Yeah,
using
What
3
does
advantage.
dual wielding do?
Right. Upgrades.
You would have had to upgrade again, so it would have been 3 red.
All right. Well,
We'll put it
I
on
can
the
roll
next
another
roll,
red.
I guess. But yeah, if you spend 3 die, you can give yourself 3 advantage. You can give yourself 2 blue on the next check.
And 2 is B,
I'm sorry, you can give yourself 1 blue.
and that's
the
B,
second,
not BLK.
Yes, the second has to go to the next person who acts. So
Why
you give it to
the
Malaxi.
rifle roller up above your skills, man.
Because it's easier this way. It doesn't stay for the next thing.
Before you roll, you have a loose advantage. I don't know what you want to do with that.
What can I do with that?
In 1 strain, you can. There's not much you can do with
Okay,
one.
so
I don't have any
guys, he
strain, yeah.
literally only rolled good enough to hit and then took some threat on that roll. There's
Right.
no way he was good enough to knock that out.
Right.
It's not going to happen. She still has the info. Don't worry about it, guys.
All right. Anyway, next roll. A crit, 2 success, and a despair.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we know exactly what's going to happen
She
to the
puts her
lightsaber.
hand on your lightsaber.
I mean, her lightsaber stabs your lightsaber through after you hit her.
My lightsaber.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, it's her lightsaber now.
Has my name on it.
So, what else happens?
Scratched in the bottom.
I
Toby.
mean, you tell me what kind of damage we're looking at here, and if you want to.
I have a standard damaging lightsaber. I don't have a special one.
So it's
6, 7, 8.
7, 8.
And then a crit, which I will do crit on her with.
So it's not going to deal 8 because she is going to parry it.
All right.
So she's going to take 2 points of damage rather than.
You wanted your lightsaber fire. This is your lightsaber fire.
Yes, it is.
And then you're going to deal a crit to her. So she doesn't have any crits currently. So go ahead and roll a d100 and we'll see what happens.
Do you upgrade that at all?
No, it's a crit. 25, low.
Yes, super duper low.
She can't attack next turn.
There's some stuff at the low stuff that is actually really good.
Yeah, no, it is.
Right.
Like wait till the end of the round to act is pretty good.
So what is 25? Does anyone
It's
have...
off balance. Add a black to the next skill check.
Okay, add a black to the next skill check. So she has a crit of 1 purple off balance.
Yeah, 1 purple.
Okay. Suffers a hit. You don't generate any. I'll tell you what. Jesus, that would be amazing. Wow, goddamn, that'd be. Okay, so she doesn't destroy your lightsaber. You ready for this shit? You still have your lightsaber.
Okay.
Because she's using parry in the same round, she's going to spend your despair to make an automatic counterattack. Using her lightsaber.
Okie doke.
So,
She upgrades that, or the
yellow,
dice
1 green.
that
She
goes against
takes-
her are upgraded twice.
Upgrade
Yep.
her difficult.
So
And she gets
you're,
black
you're
and
double
another-
upgrading her, so it's 2 red.
Okay.
Anything else? Do you have any
The
defense die?
Yeah, she'll have 3 black dice.
What are those
3
from?
black dice?
So she's got 1 from the situation, the crit,
Yes.
and my fucking thing gives her some black dice too.
What thing gives you black
Wait, those are
dice?
black dice and not upgrades?
Yeah, they're not upgrades. So sense is upgrades, which is what I'm counting there. Then I've
Yep.
got lightsaber dueling stuff. I think that gives a black die. But I don't have that in front of me, so you can just forget that actually,
Okay.
because I can't
Alright.
back it up, and I'm not going to go into the rules because
Not writing in your talent skill.
She's also going to deal 8 damage to you.
All right,
and
I
sh-
downgrade it with parry, so I take 3 strain and only take 2 damage, like she did.
And then she's going to throw herself a blue die, which she immediately uses on her attack, which is now.
Okay.
And so she's going to upgrade that. Making it 5 yellow.
And
No
it was
green.
all yellow.
And no black. Versus 2 red. And 1 blue. And this is... Oh, she has to upgrade it again because she's dual wielding. So 2 red, 1 purple,
Heyo.
and 1 blue.
Maybe. Come on,
She's dual wielding a lightsaber and a gun.
Right.
So she shoots you again for 8, 9... 9?
That's shooting the gun?
No, this is stabbing you with the lightsaber for 9.
Okay. All right, 9. I do the exact same thing and only take 3 then.
And she will recover 2 points of strain. Perfect. And then she's going to try to shoot you with the gun in melee range. So,
Okey-doke. And
no
it still
blue
gets
die,
upgraded twice.
no upgrade. 1 green. And a black die.
Wait, did it accidentally roll twice or something?
No,
Nope.
that was
That's gonna
his-
miss.
he attacked
and-
on his
Wait, why
turn.
is her shooty so bad?
Oh, did I not roll any yellow die?
Didn't roll any
Jesus.
yellow.
I was gonna say that does look pretty bad. Okay, that wipes out all those failures.
That
You're
does.
gonna take
Double
12
crit.
points of damage.
Remember, you can
And 2 more. Actually, she's just gonna go ahead and crit you with a +10 bonus on that crit.
Yeah.
So you take 10 points of damage, and you
This is with
take
the
a
gun.
+30 crit.
So you soak this.
Fuck.
After the attack is resolved and presumably...
And you know what? She'll spend both of the triumphs to bump it to a +50 crit.
Fuck.
Okay.
You could
I'm not sure.
theoretically die from this.
So first of all, is the triumphs are +25 each?
The triumphs
One
I
of
think
them
are plus
generates
10.
a-
One of them is a crit, and then you add plus.
So
10.
okay, so here's the deal. The gun only takes 2 advantage to crit on.
Yes. it
She
does.
generates +2 because of the gun upgrades.
Uh-huh.
So she spends 2 to activate a crit. She
Okay.
naturally adds 2 to crits. 2 more advantage gives another +10, and then each of the triumphs gives another +10.
40,
She
50.
doesn't have those 2 advantage though.
She
because of the
does.
threat.
Oh, you're right. Well, then she only has
40.
Arthur, it's worth
plus
pointing out that
30.
Cole's
Okay, you
gun-
only have a +30 on the crit, and she'll
Cole's-
spend the 1 advantage she has to give her.
Coral's gun also rolls a
You
black.
wouldn't have
die
any
with it.
advantage.
Hang on, guys. Coral's gun rolls a black die by default, but it gets an automatic advantage.
Oh, well, she still would have no advantage because
Okay,
of the
that's
threat.
fine. You're still taking a +30 crit.
Right. 55.
Increase the difficulty.
presence and willpower
Presence
checks.
and willpower.
Oh.
Not big of a deal.
All right, now how are you doing from getting shot in the face?
I also have a bunch of reflect. So how much damage did she do?
Can't reflect getting shot in the face.
14.
Yeah, you can.
With a gun.
It's the power is
Oh,
reflect.
with reflect, not. with
Yeah,
the-
I don't. Yeah,
Does breach get through reflect?
no, it goes through soak.
Yeah, Pierce goes
How much damage does she do?
14.
Oh, okay.
Well, can someone? Can we
14.
talk? Right.
Still
Okay.
14.
So
Solid.
I'm doing badly, but I'm still alive, and I have
Uh,
9 strain.
And at the end of her turn, although I guess technically she should act at the end of the round because she's facing multiple opponents, but rather than be a dick like that, I don't think Maloxi's got anything going on. So,
No, I don't even-
you rush at her, and she immediately counterattacks as your attacks go in. And then she uses her lightsaber to continue to like push her weapon offline, and then does the same thing she did with Gator, just plants herself and shoots
Does
you in
she
the
attack
face.
or make my weapon go offline?
Both. I mean, she's literally by offline. I mean literally away from your center, so she can shoot you in the face.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you
Yes.
meant like you were deciding about which.
No.
this-
She pushes your weapon out of straight line with her,
Gotcha.
and says, "I don't have any problem with you. Just stop fighting, and I'll leave. Your friends are fine, except maybe they're bleeding from you blowing up my hut's damn ship." People are like cockroaches. And as she says that, we go to the alien in the background who's flopping around. Let's talk about you, Maloxy.
Never mind.
You don't want to try to escape from a 4 purple coordination or athletics check?
I mean, I could try, but
Yeah.
I honestly not
Aren't
really
you
gonna-
filled with rage with this person that probably killed your brother?
Yeah, let's do it.
Don't you feel the dark side within you?
Oh, totally.
Maybe.
So which one do you want to make? Coordination or athletics?
Coordination.
All right, perfect.
That's like lock picking, I assume.
Nope.
That's pretty
Some
close.
strain. Hurt my wrist.
I don't know if it'll be strain. Let me look
Oh.
and see if there's any cool thing I can spend that on for coordination specifically.
You remember your dying brother as you try to break out of these cuffs.
Take 17 black going forward on your next.
Damn it!
Take strength. Get wrecked.
Yeah, you lose a free maneuver next round, so
Alright.
you won't be able to like stand up or anything.
So
Yeah,
you
I'm just
cannot
angrily trying to slip my paws out of these cuffs.
Yeah. All right, Wreckage. She's offered you a chance to just surrender and let her go her own way.
All right.
What
so
does Caleb do?
so when I was attacking her in melee range, I was rolling against 3 red and 1 black, right?
Yep.
And is that because of some things she has in melee defense, basically?
She has adversary as a talent.
Which just always makes it that.
Yeah,
So even
it
if I
gives
was
3
shooting her, it would be
upgrades.
the same roll.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to attack her again,
Okay.
and I'm going to downgrade her defense or whatever with a force die.
Okay. I'm gonna increase. I'm gonna downgrade one of your attacks, I guess. So let's just straight trade that.
All right. Well, it is different because now I'm rolling less red, which is what I care about.
And you'll
Even if
also
I
be
roll-
rolling less yellow, which means
I
no
roll 1 less
sixes.
green, actually. I go down to 5 yellow.
No, it downgrades yellows before it removes greens.
Oh, it downgrades yellows. Okay.
It'll do it automatically if you use the downgrade upgrade button.
Yeah,
Oh,
which
where's
you
the
should be
down?
using.
Oh.
If you're doing it, yeah, you might be doing it wrong if you're not just using the dice pool and clicking upgrade or downgrade on the correct side.
I just want to remind you that using the character sheets and all of those options, you may not see it on screen. I have to play so many different characters that I don't want to get it all set up. But look at all this cool stuff you can get by unlocking the Roll20 API. That's cool right there. Look at all these, you can upgrade or downgrade. Consider paying $9.99 or something a month to get the Roll20 API. Help support this wonderful program that sustains us and lets us do 4 shows a week.
Also consider how many weeks I had to tell these numbnuts that we should switch to these awesome character sheets.
Listen. Originally, the character sheets weren't working. Trust me, the API broke constantly. It got better once they.
It still breaks every once in a while.
What? Once Misclicks and Roleplay were like, "Hey, let's start a Star Wars show." Unsurprisingly, the API got fixed pretty quickly. Look at that shade I'm throwing right there.
There's my first attack.
All
Okay.
right. That's a there we go.
All right, she immediately parries it. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is going to be downgraded.
4 or something shitty.
She downgrades it by 6, so she takes 5.
Give money.
Where's that cheat sheet again? What can I do with 1
You roll
advantage?
5 yellow and 1 green normally?
Yes.
Okay.
I've upgraded my lightsaber to maximum power for this fight.
Maximum power.
For the fight in the future of the.
You have 6 ranks in lightsaber.
Yep. And I've got 5 cunning.
I understand why you don't have any other skills and talents now.
Yep.
That must have been really expensive.
He's literally built for this.
And I'm still not destroying her, but
Yeah.
it'll get there. We'll get there, Captain. Hold on a second. Where's that cheat sheet?
Can I just
Get
say
your-
how
What
proud
do
I am of Coral's gun literally TPKing this entire group of people?
I do want to point out, that the gun is the one that's dealing most of the
Yeah.
serious wounds.
Like the gun-
Everyone's like, lightsabers, 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 but the gun is the one that's destroying.
This is what I'm
everyone.
saying, man.
Sick
When I
ass gun.
lost that gun,
It was
I
a very complicated.
Recover 1 strain. Add a blue to the next active allied character's check. Notice a single important point in the ongoing conflict. Activate a critical hit for a weapon with a single crit rating. That's it.
That's not.
Can you add a
something
blue to
have.
yourself?
No.
Because giving a blue to me is not really going to do much.
It's
You
a
can't.
it's
It
a
has to be
blue to the next person in
active
line.
allied character.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be you, Malaxi.
Okay, great.
Wait, what? So
You can recover a strain, give the next person a blue, notice a point about the ongoing conflict, activate a 1 cost critical weapon.
Oh, you should heal strain.
I
Probably.
don't have a 1 cost critical weapon. I will heal a strain,
Yeah.
which is good for me.
And I attack again.
Okay.
Hey-oh.
So that's going to be 4 points after another parry. And let's see what I can do with that.
Or is this your second attack? Lieutenant?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the second attack. Um.
Does threat always generate strain in that
No,
situation?
threat lets me do all sorts of cool stuff.
Yeah.
I wish you had another threat. That would work great.
I wish you hadn't rolled the threat that countered that because I also have improved reflect.
She is going to add a blue die to her next check. So describe your action, and at the end, you have to do something that's slightly advantageous to her.
So she's like, hey, come on, let's just not do this. And I am attack, and it's shallow cuts, grazing cuts that slice through her uniform and sear the flesh of her skin a little bit. And I'm sort of like we're side by side at the end of that attack, so she's close. And I've just finished attacking, which is really all the opening that you need in an Animu.
As her turn starts, Caleb and Ray's eyes have been glowing red for some time in the show, but now they've started turning white. As her eyes glow pink. What's the color of your lightsaber, Toby? I mean, like, all of the fucking color effects here are probably driving the Lucasfilms guys crazy.
Yeah, it's blue.
Yeah.
God damn it, this is so much work.
There's like 6 different color effects, like 2 sets of eyes, 3 lightsabers, probably a spotlight on Maloxy in the background so that we...
The cat just shoots through the scene. It's crazy.
Hey, cousin.
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 Go bowling.
Nico, it's your cousin. Let's go.
Okay, so
pod
4
racing.
yellow, 1 green. She's gonna upgrade this. 5 yellow. What do you do to her check? You do some weird stuff, right?
My defense upgrades twice or whatever, so,
Okay, so it's 2
two
red, and then another purple.
yeah.
Because she is trying to dual wield. Any
Right.
black die?
Nope, not this time.
All right.
Get a
I
black
mean,
die from the gun, though, if I remember date.
well, she's stabbing him to start with, so let's start with that. Well, all sorts of things are going to happen.
Candace's
Yeah.
hand comes out of nowhere, grabs her lightsaber.
Immediately you're going to take that 9 points of damage.
Right. I
and
repair
another
it
crit, which is going to be plus 30 on top of anything else that's hitting you.
T-Mobile says there's an Amber Alert.
And let's see what horrible dark side effect I want to activate for myself on that despair.
Leo says the Neon cat is actually the flaming corpse of Maloxy's brother.
Damn it. You didn't have to say it out loud. Jeez.
Arthur had missed it. He needed that.
I will
Jeez.
upgrade the difficulty of my own next check. So it's going to be a 3 red shot. Shot in the
Yeah,
dark.
that gun will make that easy.
Hold on a second. I had a phone call.
Yeah.
What? So I
Okay.
need to roll my crit.
Yes, you have a plus 30 offset to the crit on top of anything it already has.
Okay.
Boom.
All right.
Wow.
But I get to use that as despair to counterattack.
Do you have that talent?
Yes, I do.
You have improved parry.
Yes.
Okay. So rather than do anything else, I guess you just improve parry. So I
right.
don't have to spend it on anything. I mean, viewers can take 5 XP for that roundabout Star Wolf reference to Hayden, aka Maloxy's brother. She will parry and use the despair
Use that Star
to
Wars
improve
fight.
parry you. Welcome to lightsaber fighting, Wreckage.
Yeah.
This
I
was
told
literally
you-
supposed to be an exciting one-roll combat, you guys.
She takes 1 point of
have said
damage.
From day one that lightsaber combat in this system isn't good, and I still hold by that.
What do you want to do with your advantage die?
Recover a strain, I guess.
Okay, all right. Well, now she stabs you in the face with her counterattack. And again, this is still just lightsabers right here.
This is still all of one.
Okay, she recovers
Initiative
another
spot.
point of strain and hits you for 10.
I have like 1 wound left and can
Okay.
parry that.
Are you're reflecting it or parrying
no,
it?
I'm-
Because this is
I'm-
the lightsaber. You
I'm
parried
taking
her, and
the
she's
strain to parry it. Yep.
reparrying you.
But it's slightly less than in the movies where it's perfect parries and we're nicking each other on
Yeah.
each parry.
And then right when you thought you were gonna get away, she shoots you in the face.
She shoots.
Yeah. So
Coral's gone.
Coral's gone.
let's see here.
Coral's
4
gone.
yellow,
Yeah,
1
lots of
green.
fun.
You say it generates an automatic advantage, and she has a black die.
Yeah, and it might have been up Coral's butt at some
red,
point.
one,
So
It's definitely up Coral's butt.
Well,
Boom.
that's unfortunately gonna miss.
Yeah.
But what can I do with that? She's gonna give herself.
Aren't you supposed to be rolling another black die though?
I only roll 1 black die.
No, the gun automatically has. a
yeah,
black
that's what that is.
That's
But
what that is. The black die.
he's
She doesn't
shooting
have any defense or anything.
She doesn't. Yeah,
He's shooting into-
Caleb doesn't have defense.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have any range for melee defense.
But don't you get a black die from shooting into like
Melee?
Oh, that's right. I do have to roll another black die.
Oh, okay.
Boom, Lloyd.
I mean,
Yes,
it'll
I guess
probably.
she only has
okay.
1 advantage.
So now she has 1 advantage.
Well, yeah,
Gonna
exactly.
make it a
So
lot
now she
easier to
can-
decide what to do with. Yeah, she's gonna give a blue die to herself next turn. All right,
How's her-
Malak,
I mean, how is she looking? I've been hurting her with a lot of wounds.
she's in better shape than you are, for sure.
You should have been using your training lightsabers, dude. You would have fucking wrecked me.
Yeah, if you've been using your
Yeah.
training lightsabers, it would have been a very short fight.
Stunner.
Half of them were training lightsaber attacks.
You made no indication of that. I've just
Yeah.
been dealing direct damage to her.
Oh, I'm sorry. I only have a real one and a training one.
I have no idea about that. You were literally just like, I whip out both my lightsabers and start attacking. I was like, okay, I guess he has 2 lightsabers.
Sorry. I mean,
Listen,
Sorry.
I
Also,
know
that's
that you feel like I'm the
that's highly
greatest GM in
ineffective.
the world, but I literally can't keep track of all of the lightsabers that get destroyed
Also,
on this
just
show.
to point out, using 2 weapons that attack different pools and each of them will do worse when you
Yes.
use both of them is the worst idea.
Yeah, this fight would be going a lot more in her favor if I had known that. She would have more health and a little less strain. But Malaxi, let's talk about
do you have
you.
less strain?
Yeah.
Half of my
She
stuff.
would
is
have less
D-
strain and more health, which would put her
Right.
in a better position.
Oh yeah, Maloxy. He's so
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm still kind of doing something. Basically,
Get
just
that blue die.
I mean,
Yep,
just like a
get that
magic
blue
card,
die.
you have to keep using Splash until you can become a Gyarados. And then
Yep.
you can just Hyper Beam her.
Okay, so 1 blue die, which is going to be my savior, and 4 purple
Yo, if it really is, I'm gonna laugh. That'd be...
for this coordination.
Watch, it'll be blank. I'm at $5,000.
Hey.
I mean, it
Hey.
did give you the only advantage you had, and
That's
the good
true.
news is you can spend that advantage to give a blue die to Caleb.
I'll give a blue die to Caleb. Maybe like she happens to see me struggling, and that distracts her just a tiny bit, and she's like, "Wait a minute, I thought they were all dead."
Yeah,
Or something
and
like that.
again, she's perfectly parrying all of your attacks, Caleb.
I got a better idea. She
Not
actually...
perfectly. She's taking damage on
I
every
mean,
single one.
as it to the viewer, it looks perfect. Obviously,
Sure.
they're slowly taking damage to each other, but it looks like pew 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 while she's still shooting through the lightsaber fight, and she's like, "If we continue to do this, we will destroy each other. I am just looking to leave. Stop fighting now, and you don't have to die, old man."
I can see the shade of Naga Sadao, correct?
Yes, but you also look down at your own hands in the process and remind yourself this isn't your body. This is Reyes Navarre's body, and you are
Shade
burning it to the edge.
Yeah.
He will literally die if she hits again.
Drop Toby's memories. You can come back for them another time. That's the truce.
That's ridiculous. What? I mean, you want me to attack you again later? That's what you're asking.
We're going to kill each other now.
I was
Next time it can
literally
be cleaner.
fucking calling her. So mad.
She said it herself. We're killing each other.
She drops Toby's memories and steps
I
on them.
I sent her a nice email. I was very
All right.
Oh.
I will walk away, but like lightsabers aren't coming off because she
She
could just
walks away as well. Probably you have to pass each other in order to do this.
He's like, I'm going this way. Like,
we're gonna do the anime thing.
Yeah,
I'll let you
yeah.
go.
There's
You
a
go.
freeze frame as you both pass each other, and her hair is like flowing behind her, and your glowing eyes in the night
know.
sky are what really lights up here.
Now stab her in the back. Do it. Yeah.
I don't think she will be unsurprised by that. If I thought she wouldn't have 3 red. See, the problem is those red dice. Like
Yeah.
I can roll big attacks, but I'm going to get despairs in response.
Yeah.
Everything hurts also. So I
Yeah.
need to
This is when you need Carl to come out and just be like, "Hey, girl, here's my charm beat stick," and she'd be like,
So, as you're walking away, the camera follows her, and she calls up some sort of Sith script, and she speaks into the communicator and is like, "Message to all agents: rescind the kill order on Toby Zero. He's needed alive." And then we cut back to wreckage. As we go towards the wreckage of what he left with the smoking TIE interceptor with a fucking X-wing cockpit sticking out the front end of it. Maybe the engines of the thing are still faintly glowing.
like that sort of thing, like where they're firing on and off.
At the same time the engines are going on and off, the front end of Toby's chest is doing like sparks going out. Gator is bleeding slowly. Maloxi's flopping around on the ground. And
Sure,
as
yeah,
we go
just-
to
Does
commercial
she
break,
evolve into Gyarados?
no.
Oh, damn it.
The last thing we see is Toby's shattered memories lying on the ground.
"What does that mean for Toby, though?"
Toby's lost all access to anything from beyond his current core. He doesn't have all those past pre-medical memories.
Fucking
You're
great.
muted, Virgil.
Let's go to break.
Yeah, we're going to break. Any one-line quips you want to drop here before we go to break? You guys are usually pretty good about that.
Fuck this bitch.
Being an asshole, you know.
As soon as she's gone, Caleb lightsabers go off and he, falls to an old man knee and starts wheezing.
He just like farts. He's like, "Man, I was holding that in the."
Yeah, just a lot of exasperated sounds as he old man collapses. Maloxi's just struggling out of her cuffs. Toby's sparking, and Gator's doing something.
Bleeding.
Yeah, bleeding.
What's the sound effect of Gator bleeding sound like?
I'm sure I can get something here, right? Like,
Yeah, you know what it is. You know how you get a little damp or whatever, and then someone throws flour at you. It's like that. I'm bloody, but like covered in sand at the same time. So I'm just like,
all right. Well, we're gonna head to break now. We'll be back. It's gonna be a longer break, so it's gonna be 8 minutes, but we'll be back.
Mhm.
I don't know what we're gonna name this episode, but that was certainly probably
Shade
one of the
of Privacy.
longest and most entertaining fights we've had, I think. Except for Maloxi, who continues to get the short end of the stick every single episode.
Yeah. I think it's obvious I did not design her for combat.
Stick around for more Maloxi craft after this.
All right.